Good morning. It's Monday, June 29th. Here's what we're working on.
It's the first week of summer, and that means a lot of students and kids and teenagers may be heading to camp. I'm Sean Cowan, live at Christie Lake Conservation Area at Camp Chippewa with all the details.
The United States and Iran have agreed to stand down, letting vessels move through the Strait of Hormuz.
And a historic moment for Canada as they won their first ever knockout match at the FIFA World Cup. Good morning and happy Monday. I'm sure everyone is buzzing after that win yesterday. I know I was hearing people honking on James Street not too far, just celebrating. So lots to celebrate. I mean, it's the first full week of summer for so many kids. So yeah, it's looking great so far.
Oh, is it going to feel like summer too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've got it's 3 days when you have to be in the 30s for it to be a heat wave. We've got 5 days in the 30s.
Boy.
Oh yeah. And Canada Day should be the hottest. It should be about 34 degrees. Now that's just the temperature. And then you factor in the humidity, it'll feel like the mid-40s for Canada Day. But today, the high will be 29 degrees, so we're just about there. The heat wave won't start yet. That'll be tomorrow. 29, it's going to feel like the mid-30s when you factor in the humidity. So, yeah, it's going to be a sticky day today. We'll have lots of sunshine. The sun is up already. Yeah, we're still enjoying the really nice long days of summer at the moment. So sunshine, bit of cloud cover, 29 degrees today. We're sitting at 17 degrees, so it's a little milder start to our morning here already. We'll talk about that coming up. Quick check on traffic this morning. There's nothing to see right there, so we're looking pretty good on the 403 coming out of Hamilton. That's the Waterdown Road area. That looks good. We'll give you an MTO traffic camera. We'll show you what's happening. This is the QEW Centennial Parkway. Not a lot else is going on. Basically, that's how it looks all the way around this morning. So we will check weather, and we'll check the traffic watch coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, the news.
Thanks, Brian. And as you mentioned recently, it's the first full week of summer break, and it's going to be a hot one. Many children and teens will also be starting summer camp. Sean Cowan is live at the YMCA Camp Chippewa at Christie Lake Conservation Area with more. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Simone. And as I'm discovering today, probably you want to pack some mosquito repellent, some spray to put on. So if you're going to be outside, so a lot of kids and teenagers may be heading to camp this week. Joining me now is AJ with the YMCA. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I guess really kind of the countdown, a couple hours till kids start arriving here. If kids and teenagers are going to camp for the first time or maybe returning, what's some good advice for them? Obviously, we know it's going to be a hot one this week. They're going to be outside. What would you tell parents to prepare?
Yeah, I would tell parents to pack lots of water and ice packs in their lunch. I would say label all of their belongings or items to help counselors reunite kids with their lost things. I would say come with a positive attitude and ready to meet some new friends and listen to your counselors and help them make you have a great experience at camp.
And we know this week is going to be a really hot one, especially on Wednesday. How are you going to keep kids cool, so to say?
Yeah, absolutely. We swim every day, which is great. Lots of camps will provide swimming or like water-based activities. I would definitely say pack lots of water, like ice, a hat. And if you're getting hot, tell your counselor you need a break. I know we do, and so many other camps do have policies and procedures in place for hot weather days.
And I know the YMCA has camps all across Hamilton, Burlington, Brantford, as well as the Niagara area. You've been with the YMCA, I think you said 16 years?
16 years this year, yeah. My fourth summer with the YMCA of Hamilton, Burlington, Brantford, overseeing Camp Chippewa and our locations in Burlington and Hamilton.
And what are you looking forward to this year, and what do you think the kids are looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing all the returning campers get off the bus, and then they see their favorite counselor from last year. They're so excited to be back at camp, and they know what to expect and to try something new this summer. And I think campers are excited just to be outside and to have an opportunity to be canoeing on the lake, swimming, doing archery, meeting new people. I think just being out of school and being in the great outdoors is a great opportunity for kids this summer.
Thank you very much, AJ. So we're going to be here at Camp Chippewa at Christie Lake Conservation all morning long, and unfortunately, I forgot my bathing suit, so I'm not going to be doing any swimming this morning. But for now, Rick, I will send it back inside to you.
All right, thank you, Sean. The United States and Iran have agreed to stop launching attacks at each other, at least for now. The two sides resumed launching military strikes after Iran attacked two vessels in the Strait of Hormuz last week. The U.S. responded by hitting a number of military targets in Iran, and Tehran then fired back on U.S. military sites in Kuwait and Bahrain. A Trump administration official says both sides will stand down for now, and vessels can move freely through the strait. Representatives for the U.S. and Iran have agreed to meet in Qatar on Tuesday for further talks.
More than 1,300 excess deaths linked to high temperatures have been recorded across Europe since June 21st. The World Health Organization Director General released the statement on social media platform X on Sunday. The excess death count refers to the difference between the actual total number of deaths in a specific period and location and the number of deaths normally expected. Europe is the fastest warming continent on Earth, heating twice as much as the global average. Driven by climate change and global warming, the phenomenon of the once-in-a-generation heat wave is now occurring almost every year.
3 firefighters have died and 2 were injured while battling massive wildfires on the Colorado-Utah border. Firefighters were part of a federal response team assigned to the fires on Saturday. They were suddenly overwhelmed by flames and tried to take shelter. The 2 injured firefighters suffered burns and were taken to hospital for treatment. The fires have since spread and merged with other fires to form a larger blaze, which had burned around 11,000 hectares of land as of yesterday.
Emergency rescuers pulled survivors from the rubble in Venezuela, seen in video released on Sunday, 4 days after 2 powerful earthquakes struck the country. The footage released by the Bolivian National Police via Instagram showed officers working to free survivors still buried beneath collapsed structures. The death toll from the June 24th twin earthquakes neared 1,500 people as foreign rescue teams poured into La Guaira, the hardest hit state of a country long mired in a deep political and economic crisis. Tens of thousands remain unaccounted for as the U.S. Geological Survey estimated more than 10,000 deaths were possible from the magnitude 7.2 and 7.5 quakes, which would place them among Latin America's deadliest of the last century.
A skydiving plane crash in France over the weekend killed all 11 people on board. Authorities say the plane suffered a malfunction and fell almost vertically after taking off from an airfield. The dead included 5 parachuting instructors, 5 novice jumpers, and the pilot. Some of the victims' families witnessed the aircraft falling. The crash happened on the edge of a built-up area near the airfield. Residents reported hearing the plane's engine stop before the crash. France's transportation minister says it was France's biggest aviation accident involving skydiving in about 30 years.
Doctors are urging Canadians to seek medical care after any contact with a bat, warning that rabies is almost always fatal once symptoms appear. The advice follows a medical report detailing the death of an 11-year-old Ontario boy after a bat landed on his face at a cottage 2 years ago. His family saw no bite marks and did not seek treatment until weeks later when symptoms began. They say even brief contact with a bat should be treated as a potential rabies exposure because tiny bites can go unnoticed. Dr. Brian Hummel from McMaster Children's Hospital says there is no cure for rabies once symptoms develop, but the virus can be stopped by a series of vaccinations and an antibody injection in the days after exposure. Migrant workers traveled in a caravan from Toronto to the Niagara region on Sunday. The caravan was designed by the Migrant Workers Alliance for Change to bring their message to the federal government. The workers are asking the government to consider changing immigration policy to allow migrants easier access to permanent residency. The alliance says migrant workers represent some of the most essential but forgotten about jobs in the country. From farming to education to hospital staff, the alliance say many of those who keep our country running do not hold basic rights in Canada.
And what's really important to understand is that this is not just a crisis for migrants, it's a crisis for everyone. And so what's happening is Canada has now hit a 0% population growth. Canada's GDP has stopped increasing. We have now entered a technical recession. All of that we have happened, and Prime Minister Carney himself has said that one of the main reasons is the changes to immigration policy.
The Migrant Worker Alliance says without changes to immigration policy in Canada, the affordability crisis will only deepen. A piece of horse racing history came to a close on Sunday in New York City. Aqueduct Racetrack has ended a remarkable run. It first opened in 1894. The racetrack, housed in Queens, attracted a number of outstanding horses over the years, including Triple Crown winner Secretariat. It's unclear what will happen with the 100-acre property. A casino that sits on the site will remain. State officials are asking the community what they would like to see built there. Some have proposed building new homes, retail shops, and community facilities in the space.
Canada played its first ever knockout match at the FIFA World Cup, and the fun will continue.
Here's Jacob Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg's ball into the box, headed away by Ocon. It's Eustachio! Stefan Eustachio in stoppage time might well have sent Canada into the round of 16 at the World Cup.
Stefan Eustachio scored in the 92nd minute as Canada beat South Africa 1-0 to move on to the round of 16. The Canadians will next face the Netherlands or Morocco in Houston on July the 4th. Davis Alexander threw for 345 yards and a couple of TDs as the Montreal Alouettes improved to 3-1 with a 37-35 win over the Ottawa Red Blacks. Montreal led 27-6 at halftime before Ottawa fought back. Two teams combined for 33 points in a back-and-forth fourth quarter, including a 94-yard kick return TD by Ottawa's Khalil Pimpleton with 41 seconds left to make things interesting. Jake Mayer threw for 336 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Red Blacks, who are 0-3 and last in the East Division. The Ticats, coming off their bye week, they host Winnipeg on Sunday night. The slumping Blue Jays continue to find new ways to lose.
A wild pitch will bounce away and into the netting, and the runner is coming home.
With the game tied 2-2 in the ninth inning, closer Louis Varland uncorked a wild pitch, and pinch runner Jared Kalenic scored the go-ahead run by racing home from second base. Texas held on to beat Toronto 3-2 to complete a 4-game sweep at the Dome. The Jays got a 2-run homer from Nathan Lucas to tie the game in the 8th inning. They lost their season-high 6th game in a row. Tonight, former Blue Jay Bo Bichette makes his return to Toronto when the Mets come to town. Reigning Canadian Baseball League MVP Owen Boone tossed a jam in the Hamilton Cardinals' 11-0 win over London. Boone allowed just 3 hits over 8 shutout innings. He struck out 7. Brendan Nickel hit a 2-run homer in the first inning and later added an RBI single, while Anderson Feliz went deep and had 3 RBI. The two teams meet again tomorrow night at Bernie Arbor Stadium.
Elvis with the rebound in a hurry the other way. Cleveland trailing in the paint, lays it up and lays it in, and the Ottawa Blackjacks make it 2 in a row.
The Niagara River Lions stumbled in the capital. Javante Smart had 22 points and 6 assists as the Ottawa Blackjacks nailed Niagara 92-69 yesterday. Nathan Kao led the River Lions with 16 points, while Khalil Ahmad had 12 points and 5 assists. The loss drops Niagara to last place in the Eastern Conference with a record of 5-9. Canadian Brooke Henderson made a good run at the Women's PGA Championship, but Heron Ryu secured her first career major by 2 strokes. Ryu finished at 13 under, beating Ina Yoon by a couple of shots, while Henderson finished in a tie for third, 3 shots off the pace. Scottie Scheffler made an 8-foot par putt on the 18th hole to force a playoff with Victor Hovland at the Travelers Championship, which will be played today. Hovland made 3 straight birdies to catch Scheffler on the back 9 in a final round that was stopped for 90 minutes because of bad weather. They will return this morning to complete the playoff.
Okay, coming up on 14 minutes after 6 o'clock, 29th of June already? It is. Let's get you into this, what is a sunny start to the day. It'll be a nice sunny day. No problems here at the 403 and Waterdown Road. All doing fine. That's our exclusive camera. Let's show you some MTO traffic cameras. QEW east of Lake is doing fine. We'll flip ahead to Grays Road. Nothing there. East of Appleby. Look at that beautiful sunshine. Oh, look at that shot. The sun coming up nicely. 403 and the 403 QEW split in Junction, and we'll dip into the 403 at Mavis. Looks good so far this morning. We have no reports of any problems at all. So just some lingering construction in some areas, that's all. Let's get to what we have temperature-wise as we start out this, Monday again. Temperature right now still sitting at 17. The sky is partly cloudy. Winds are light. Humidity's not so bad so far. Air quality for the day today, low risk category, so nope, nothing there. We have an approaching warm front. Oh yeah, here comes the warm air. And that's going to, well, the hot air really is what we'll call it. It's going to start to be hot tomorrow. Today will be on the warm side. Oh yeah, but tomorrow becomes hot. We'll get into the 30s, and those 30-degree temperatures are going to last for a while. So today, 29 degrees. It's going to feel a lot stickier when you factor in the humidity, but we will see sunshine with some cloudy periods. Tonight is going to stay on the, well, warm side. We'll get some showers and thunderstorms quite possible. Temperature range anywhere from 19 to 20 degrees tonight. And then tomorrow, yeah, we climb 31, 32 degrees tomorrow. Humidex values into the 40s tomorrow, and we could get a shower or a thunderstorm to cap off the month tomorrow with that instability pushing in. Look at that, 33 degrees for Mississauga and Milton tomorrow. That's just the temperature. So as you step outside the door this morning, it is partly cloudy. We do have light winds. The temperature right now sitting at 17. We'll check long range coming up. Simone, Rick.
Thanks, Brian. Coming up after the break, Canada's latest GDP numbers will be out tomorrow. We'll take a look at what we can expect them to show. Stay with us. $6.18 on your Monday morning. The dollar is down slightly, currently at 70.44 cents U.S. Gold is down $20 U.S. an ounce, while oil is up just shy of $1 to $70.19 U.S. a barrel. In midday European trading, London and Frankfurt are slightly ahead this hour.
Asian markets were all up today, with Hong Kong the big mover. And at Friday's close, the TSX was alone in posting a gain, up 129 points.
Statistics Canada is set to release its reading for the economy for April tomorrow. The agency's advance estimate released last month suggested growth of 0.4%. StatCan says economic growth stalled in the first quarter and the country slipped into a technical recession. The agency put the blame on higher imports of gold and a weak month for Canada's resource extraction industries.
Hyundai is recalling more than 96,000 vehicles over a software issue that may cause the instrument panel display to go blank and not show critical safety information. As a result, it could increase the chance of a crash. The recall covers certain Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, and Tucson plug-in hybrids. The model years are 2025 and 2026. Owners will be notified by mail in late August. Software for the panel display will be updated at your local dealership or over the air for free.
Saks Global has announced it has emerged from bankruptcy and has rebranded as Exemplar Luxury Group. It's the parent company of luxury retailers Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and Bergdorf Goodman. The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in January after struggling to pay vendors and manage the debt amassed after the acquisition of Neiman Marcus. Saks also struggled with broader market headwinds as consumers pulled back from higher luxury good prices and faced mounting inflation. Exemplar said in a press release that its debt load was reduced by nearly 75%. It also said it would focus on driving long-term profitable growth for its luxury brands.
Rome celebrated the Vespa's 80th birthday over the weekend. Thousands of riders took to the historic streets of Rome on the iconic scooters yesterday to celebrate the milestone. The Vespa scooter emerged after the Second World War, becoming a symbol of Italy's rebirth after war. It has since become one of Italy's most recognizable design exports, appearing in films, advertisements, and holiday brochures. Today, the scooter sells in about 100 countries and is manufactured in Italy, Vietnam, and India.
The Fort Erie racetrack has secured provincial funding after concerns were raised about the future of a funding agreement with the province. Ontario Racing says the industry has received $35 million in annual funding over the next 5 years. This will go towards supporting 15 racetracks and nearly 18,000 jobs. The industry contributes $1.9 billion to the Ontario economy. Niagara Falls MPP Wayne Gates calls this a win-win-win for everyone involved. More details about the agreement is expected to come after July 2nd once the contract is settled. Taking a break right now, Brian will be back with your traffic and your 7-day forecast.
Time time for an update on the roads on this Monday morning, the 29th of June. Looks good, actually, all the way around. QEW in 7th in St. Catharines is pretty light. Same with Woodward Avenue toward the Skyway. Other side of the Skyway, it's not too bad, actually, for this time of the morning. Usually it starts to slow down, but not too bad there. We'll flip into Oakville, east of Dorval. No problems in the same. Well, Mississauga Road is now starting to slow down a little bit as you head toward Credit River, but no collisions and not a lot of volume as of yet. Let's get to our temperatures that we have to start this Monday morning here. Yeah, Gage Park, the place to be as the It's Your Festival continues. It was on Saturday and Sunday. It'll continue through till Wednesday. So 17 degrees all the way around Hamilton, Grimsby, Toronto, and for Mississauga. Seasonal temperatures for this time of year are now 26 for the daytime high, 14 for the overnight low. Oh, well, we are going to be so far above that over the next number of days. And those are our sun times and seasonal temperatures, as I said, and records for the day. With the sunshine today, you will enjoy the sun today. But look at those temperatures start to ramp up. Now, today is going to be warm. 29, feeling like 36, sun cloud mix. Tonight, 19, we could get some showers and thunderstorms, and look at those 30-degree temperatures just line up. 32, the humidex of 42. On Tuesday, showers, thunderstorms. Chance of a shower. It's only a slim chance of a shower on Wednesday for Canada Day. 34, 34 again Thursday, 34 again on Friday. We even stay into the 30s as we get into the weekend. So 31 degrees on Saturday, 28 degrees on Sunday as we get into our first July weekend. So get set for some real heat coming up. Simone, Rick.
Thanks, Brian. A 5-year-old elephant seal known as Neil has returned to land in Tasmania.
Yeah, Neil has become popular on social media for his appearances on land, which in the past have included chewing on traffic cones and lying in front of cars.
Oh, my goodness!
Neil shut down a road at a beach after the 1-ton elephant seal parked himself at a busy intersection. Brian, do you have this in traffic? Tasmania police say they attended the intersection at the beach road after Neil became a traffic hazard.
That makes sense.
That would be quite hazardous.
I knew how big an elephant seal could be in my brain, but I didn't realize how big Neil was.
Was Neil yawning there? Was he warning people that he was coming?
Yeah, I feel like, whoa. Oh yeah, he's like, you're in my way, excuse me.
Hey, you don't see this every day.
No, definitely not. It's one of those things, always like, thankfully not here. We just have to deal with maybe Canada geese in the road.
Or like raccoons running across the highway.
Yeah, squirrels, not Neil the seal.
No.
All right, stay with us. More to come after the break. Oh, Neil's okay.
Yeah.